being late, but you know I had to get things situated. I know your boy got to be in order before he go live, but I'm in the building. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. I know. I know. I shouldn't have left you, but I'm back. We are back. Back to basics. I'm gonna let Facebook push it out there, let everybody know your boy's in the building. Back to talk my schmiggity schmack. They know who it is and they know what it is. So let's let the beat build. You know what I mean? Let's let the beat build. What's really going on? Oh, my guy Bird and Boots. You already know the producer, BFF in the building. What's really good, son? We about to get back to basics today, bro. You already know I don't sacrifice my football Sundays for nothing. Coach in the building with all her purple hearts. You already know, babe, what's going on. We're about to try to help our Jamaican community, our Caribbean community. We got to get them some relief and some help out here. You already know. As soon as you come in, please hit that like button. If you are not, if you are not down with the effing family, you can be down with the effing family just by subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button. Oh, we got Pisces 83 is in the building. Let's go. I got the effing family popping in. They got the alert and they popping in. We about to get the topic. We got to get the topic off. You know what I mean? Pause. That kind of sounded kind of crazy. The topic off. The topic. To get the topic off. But I kind of want to let the beat build because I need more people other than the effing family. Because the effing family, y'all support. Y'all already know what it is. So I ain't really got to really address y'all. Y'all kind of already on board with whatever I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that y'all some sheep, but y'all on board with this positivity. You know what I'm saying? Who not going to be on board with the positivity? You know what I mean? But what up? What up? We got Coach saying what's up to Johnny. Coach said what's up to Pisces. We got big homie Lito. We got my cousin in the building, big homie Lito in the building. You already know we out here. We got 22 people in the building. All right. I need that 28 to match the thumbs to match the 28 because we about to get it popping, bro. Because this is what it's about. If y'all don't see what's pinned in the live, we trying to get some resources and some help for Jamaica, bro. We trying to get some resources and some help for people who are victims of Melissa. Melissa went through and she devastated Jamaica. She devastated Cuba and she devastated Haiti. What we trying to do right now, I got family in all those places, but I'm really, I'm very, very partial to Jamaica. My wife is Jamaican. We got a lot of family out there. We trying to get them some resources, man. It's very tough for them out there. So if y'all look at the link, I got a link for Amazon in there. We trying to build barrels to send over there. That's what they call it. You know what I'm saying? They call that barrels. When you send a supply or you send a bunch of supplies, boxes of supplies, they refer to that as a barrel. Right now, we have our families working on trying to find out which way they are going to get these imports because I'm not even sure how the imports are working right now. You know what I mean? If these people are able to receive these resources that we trying to send them. But we still going to get them together nonetheless. That way they ready to ship. You know what I'm saying? So please check out the link that's pinned into the buy and to my live. Also look at the cash app because to send these barrels is going to cost money. We're going to need money for shipping. You know what I mean? Me and my wife, Coach Reen, me and Reen, we're going to do what we need to do to help these people and to help our family. But we would love to get the help and support of the effing family and Coach Mean Reen's committee, the committee. So please, y'all reach out, do whatever y'all can. We already know everybody going through struggles right now, but we need to help these people. They just experienced a Category 5 hurricane, bro. Like some of us, we live in the cities. You know what I'm saying? Like we got strong structures that's able to protect us from certain kind of weather weather situations that may come our way. These people had nothing. This is the first time they don't even have any structure on the island to withstand those type of devastations. You know what I'm saying? And that was a total devastation that happened to them. So whatever we could do, please, like I said, it's pinned up in the live. Please tap the pin. We trying to send them anything: toilet tissues, phone charges. It's a whole bunch of whatever. You'll see. You'll see. We got a list of things. I got a list from my family out there, or my wife, she got a list from our family out there of the resources that they can use. Let's just make it happen for them. You know what I mean? Like I said, my wife also put the Cash App into the live, so we'll be taking whatever donations that people could spare. You know what I mean? Like, what any little thing helps. We trying to help them. Like, if you was in a devastating predicament, I'm pretty sure you would like to get all the resources you can too. I'm talking to all the 43 people in my live right now. First of all, tap my live, like my live, and listen to what I'm saying. We trying to help Jamaica. I ain't wearing this for nothing. It's not Halloween no more. This is November 2nd, bro. I am out here with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? This is Black effing Fathers talking to you. And I don't talk nothing but positive, real shit. I enforce the Black family structure. I enforce the Black family unit. And I enforce the Black father being a part of all of that. But right now, I'm advocating for Jamaica, bro, because Jamaica needs our help. Cuba needs our help. Haiti needs our help. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like I said, you see the colors I'm rocking. I'm advocating for Jamaica. So we have pinned in information in this live to where you can donate and help to the victims of Melissa. We appreciate everything that y'all do. Anything that my effing family could do, anything that the committee could do, anything that, hold on, just so y'all know how I give it up, yo. Anything my Are You Locked In community, because that's what I rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that. Like I'm this is what we rap. We rap family unity. So not only, like I said, I advocate for Jamaica, but I also advocate for my YouTube family, which is the Are You Locked In community. So whatever anybody could do, it will help. That's what we out here trying to do. We trying to, you know what I mean, get some resources to our brothers and our sisters and our family in Jamaica. I appreciate anything, like I said, anything that could be done. Let me get back to the comments real fast. Let me see who pulled up, because I know a couple of people pulled up. Let me see. Let me read some of the comments. So Pisces said, hey, the coach. Coach said, like the live. Yes, please like the live. T the Great. I got T the Great. That's one of my, she be in my wife's lives. She don't play no monkey business. If you come in there on some negativity, she be throwing you all the way out. I'll be like, nah, T, let me cook. You already know. Sometimes I'll be with the nonsense. Coach says, subscribe to the channel. Yes, please. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to Black Effing Fathers. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for us. Know what I mean? Pull up. T the Gray said, hey, coach. Coach said, not many structures anywhere can withstand category 5, 200 mile per hour winds. And she is absolutely right. So not just us being in the city. She's absolutely right. Just because we live in the city doesn't mean we would have been safe too. But actually we did stand a better chance, of just a little better chance, just because of our structures, than they did in Jamaica. So that's why it was very devastating for them. You know what I mean? Like, you can see it all over YouTube. People's houses are sliding down, and mudslides totally destroyed from water destruction and things like that. It's unbearable right now for those people, and my heart truly goes out to them. You know what I mean? It's very disheartening to see what's going on out there. I got married in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? I got married in a resort out there in Jamaica, in the Ibero Star. That was one of the dopest experiences of my life. Not only me being married, but going to Jamaica. That was like my second time going out of the country, and it happened to be Jamaica back to back. But Jamaica, they definitely treated us. They treated us extremely well. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why I'm advocating like this, because the friends that we made out there, they didn't just become our friends. They're our families now. You know what I'm saying? And we're super worried about them. So we definitely trying to get them some resources and make sure that they're all right. Like, we communicated with them, so we know that they're alive, and they definitely sustained some damages and stuff like that. So now we're trying to do what we can do to help them, because when we was out there, they took care of us, made sure we safe. I've been married for the last 11 years, almost like 10 years. So, like, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I went to Jamaica multiple times, and I'm back, came back and forth unscathed. I even been to the gullies of Jamaica and met some of the realest dudes. So that's why I'm definitely advocating for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here for y'all. I'm not just one of those tourists. You know what I'm saying? I'm family. Y'all, I'm your brethren. For real shit. So enough of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back to the chit chat, the chat. T the Gray said, "Hey, the coach," and coach, yeah, she made that. What did coach say? Coach said, "Pure devastation." She absolutely right. Coach Juliet Edens, welcome. Thank you so much for pulling up. I met you in Tuba Chat. Tuba Chat is dope. That's a dope way to connect with other content creators and all that, and get your channel out there and meet other dope people, other people that make content. Coach saying what's up to everybody. She's saying please like the live. We can't stress that enough. White King came in here laughing. I don't know what the laughing was about, White King, but whatever. My guy Damo, you already know. If y'all don't know about another dope content creator, go check out my man Damo Strago. He said, "What's the word, famo?" You already know. Everything positive. We trying to help out our Jamaican brethren, get them some resources and all that. And plus, I'm gonna talk my Black Father Smiggity Smack. You know, I cannot not do that. You know how that go. Coach saying, "What's up to Damo?" We got Raymond the Great. Raymond said, "Are they talking about it in Jamaica about sending Jamaicans to the U.S. to the USA?" Haven't heard anything about that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they're gonna send anyone here. I don't even know what type of FEMA resources are being sent out. Because I was like, where are those people? Where is that organization? Usually they jump on these kind of devastating situations. They should be the first response. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on right now, but I don't think they would be shipping Jamaicans to the U.S. or flying Jamaicans to the U.S. Um, who this? Just me, Yaya. Yaya was good. Thank you for pulling up. She said was good, Damo and Coach. You already know. We just here, BFF, and happy you pulled up today. I'm about to start getting into my BFF talk, but I definitely had to advocate for my Jamaica family. Coach said Jamaicans want to stay in JA. They just need assistance to rebuild. And that's one definite thing about Jamaicans. Jamaicans are resilient, bro. Like I'm married to one, so I know this by I know this by testament. But they are if you go on YouTube right now and you watch other people content like content on Melissa, you'll see, bro, like people are they're coming together even in this devastating time and they rebuilding their community. That shit shows resiliency and that shit shows like a community bond. You know what I'm saying? And these are people who have been totally devastated. You'll say some people will say they don't have a lot of resources, which they don't, but they're making the best of. They're coming together, making the best of things to try to bring things back to normal. Like that's tough, bro. That's tough. And I want to also touch on the fact that you do have Americans down there that are so-called stranded behind the weather situation now, or I don't know if they are able. They should have been able to fly out by now, but they were totally acting entitled down there, and that's crazy. Like, and I'm keeping it so 100. Like, the Jamaican way is spread love, bro. Like, they don't. It's one love. That's what it is. Not even spread love. It's one love. So when you down there, you're not gonna get no type of negative nothing from none of the people, none of the locals, bro. They gonna treat you like family. They gonna go out of their way sometimes to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I couldn't understand and I didn't appreciate all of the fucking footage I was seeing of these entitled Americans, black, white, Spanish. It didn't even matter what race. They was just entitled, and it was Americans. And it wasn't all Americans. It was other. It was other countries too. Like I heard some entitled British people and shit like that. But it was mainly which was being publicized. Or you'll see if you go check it out, being publicized as Americans, bro. And that shit is bad. You're on vacation. Like you on vacation, and I want you to think about this because anybody who afforded, like whoever been on vacation and you went out the country, like when you got to that country, them people there, the first thing they do, bro, they treat you with the utmost respect and kindness because you're a tourist. You know what I'm saying? They need you to come back and visit. This is their way of getting money in their country. You know what I'm saying? So like they're not gonna mess that up for you to go there and understand that, or I don't know if these people understood it, but you're there in this country and you just witnessed or you just experienced a Category 5 hurricane. You were there, you still alive, and you in this resort. You expect people to be on deck making curry chicken and shit like that and fucking muffins and all that. Like, be realistic. Like, be realistic with yourself. If you lived there, if this shit happened in where you lived, and you just so happen to work somewhere where you are a servant, you are at someone's beck and call, and you experience a Category 5 situation, you looking to be on deck to work to serve somebody, and these people were still at work. Like, you got to give it to them. They were still at work. They weren't home. They didn't leave and go tend to their families. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe they couldn't because of the storm. But they still put on that fucking uniform and was there to serve these people who were residents of the resort. And these people were totally ungrateful. Like, that shit was crazy to me. Like, crazy to me, bro. They could have threw you out the resort. Like, once your day, like, once you became a nuisance, hurricane or not, they could have threw your body blood clot ass right the fuck out. But they didn't because that's how Jamaica, like, that's the culture. Like, one love, bro. And you still act like an asshole. So I definitely, I wanted to talk about that because that was upsetting to me seeing people act like that. When it was, honestly, it was being publicized that it was a lot of Americans with that entitled, that entitled attitude. That was real bad, bro. Like, that was just real bad. I didn't appreciate that. So I want to touch on that. Like, as Americans, we gotta do better. We gotta set a better example with our name and shit. We can't be going other places, other countries looking like assholes. Um, Coach said subscribe to the channel. Damo said, what's the word? What else? Where am I at? Let me see. Jamaicans want to stay in JA. All right, let me go back up. Hi, Yaya. Damo said, hold on. Bird, you said you can't click the link? I got to get my secretary on that, babe. See what's up with the link. Johnny say you can't click the link. I just shared you out, BFF. Yo, Damo, appreciate you, bro. I think that's why I caught that quick surge. You already know. I know you lit on here on YouTube. Damo said facts. It's tragic out there, for real, for real. Definitely. Coach shared the link again. Coach Julia said, I tried, but the link doesn't work. Oh, babe, you got to fix the link. I can't be out here pushing the link and people can't link. Coach, let me see. T the Gray said, I think you got to do the link from a computer. I think she did do it from a computer. Coach Juliet said, "Oh, okay, T. I'm on the phone. I'm trying to link the laptop when I get. Oh, I'll try to link on the laptop when I get home. Thank you. All right. Oh, you saying that you should try it from a computer to tap on the link, but you should be able to access it from a computer or a phone. Like, I don't understand. The link should work, but if not, search One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief. All right, that's what Coach named it. You will see BFF and Coach Meereen on the wish list. Yeah, that's us. Omar Rivera. Omar. So Omar, I'm so glad you came, brother. We're gonna get to the meat and potato to start helping you because I know you got a bunch of questions. My man Bird and Boots. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat, y'all. Please give me bear with me, bear with me. The woman in the video was from Bermuda. What woman in the video, bro? Just getting in, president accounted for. Appreciate that. Oh, Coach Mimi said there was more than one video, Johnny. Oh yeah. And Coach said hi to Omar, my guy, Mr. Mulatto. What's good, bro? You already know. I missed you today on the pause. Missed you today on the, you already know, on the sports side. You know how we do with the red zone situation. Mulatto said, what's up to everybody? Coach said, and it's hurricane season. Yeah. And people wasn't understanding that you went on vacation in hurricane season. You made that conscious decision, dumbass. Coach said hi to Ryan, Mr. Mulatto. Well, I think I'm caught up. Mr. Mulatto said, I know you watching the games. Yeah, you already know. I got them shits in the background, bro. I just seen my team lose. You saw how they put my boy CJ out. But I don't want to get off topic. I was talking all that football shit from like 1 to like 5, 1 to 4 earlier. So, but we on this right now. Omar said, bet. Omar Rivera said, I'm ready to hear your wisdom. I appreciate you, thinking I'm wise. You already know I always try to help you out, brother. Damo said, what up, Brody? On to Ryan. T the Gray said, I'm on the iPhone and I can't click on the link. I think it works for you because you're a mod. All right. So Coach said, ooh or oh. And Ryan said, what's good to Damo? I'm all the way caught up. You already know. Let's get into the meat and potato. So if this is your first time here with my channel, you already know. Usually I'll be wearing my own merchandise, and my merchandise say Black Afro Fathers. And what we talk about is things that pertain to being a father. And don't, like I say all the time, it don't necessarily because you're a black, it has to be a black person, but I'm black. So I'm speaking from experience. But yeah, like right now, I want to talk about like being a father, right? And navigating not being in the house. Like not being a complete mother father unit with your child. Like how do you navigate that? You know what I mean? You got a lot of young fathers out there. Like, and I'm pretty sure they trying to navigate the waters of dealing with their baby mother. Or let me rephrase that. That's another thing I'm gonna start working on. Like that's a bad label. You don't say baby mother. I'm gonna say kids, my kid's mom or kid's mother. Um, Navigating dealing with the relationship with your kid's mother and y'all not being together. Because both of y'all not being together, I'm pretty sure whatever little tension y'all never worked out or whatever it is, that's there. How do you navigate being a parent? Like putting that to the side and being a parent. That's very hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure how many people in the chat are single parents or co-parenting or in a relationship. Oh, in a relationship together. But I'm speaking from experience. So I'll just give my take on it, right? I have three women that I have children with. You know what I mean? I spoke this story before. So um and like I always say, I'm just speaking from experience. I'm not an expert on anything. It's just what I went through and what I learned. I got children with three women, and I really didn't get a full working co-parenting relationship with them until I was probably like in my 30s, like late 30s. And that just goes from maturing. Like even I had to realize like, yo, I had to mature. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things I just wasn't mature about. And it takes time. Like it takes time. You're not gonna get that shit in one day. She's not gonna get that in one day. So it's gonna take time. But then the one thing that you do, if you both can come to this agreement that the common denominator is your child, and you want the betterment of your child. Once you get that, then y'all should be able to start coexisting and being able to raise your child the way you're supposed to. You know what I mean? I was talking to I was in another live earlier, and it was a football live, but it wound up getting serious. Like we was talking about football, watching the games and all that, but it wound up getting serious because the dude brought up good times, and his what he wound up saying was, yo, even when James died, they were still struggling. So what was the difference? Like, and I'm like, what you mean by what's the difference? He was like, well, they were struggling when he was there, they were struggling when he died. I said, yeah. I said, but the he was like, what's the difference of him being there and not being there? And I said, the difference is the family, like he's the head of the house, bro. Like, and that just his question, one of the guys in the live, he actually said that too. He said, just by you asking that question, I could tell you don't really understand the importance of the father being in the family unit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, even though they survived after James passed, right? How did they survive? Like, off of his blueprint. Like, James is the one pretty much who led the family. So they all continued off of what he taught them. So what you mean, like, what was his importance? What role? Like and I don't know if maybe that's not how he meant it. Maybe he didn't mean it as what purpose did James play in the house, or what role did he play in the house? Because like the way he presented the question was, they they were struggling with James, and then they struggled after James, and he even pointed at Thelma didn't turn into a whore. Michael didn't turn into a crackhead. JJ didn't like none of the. They didn't befall any crazy family woes. But so what was the difference with or without James? And that's where I was like, well, what are you saying? Like the family would have still been a. I mean, let me rephrase that because I don't want to say the family would have still been a family without James because it would. But would the structure be as strong? Like would the structure have been as strong without James? That was he kind of got it. I told him to pull up to this so we could have, you know what I mean, finish this, or we could have elaborated more on that conversation. But we'll see. I'll be up here for a while. But what y'all think? Like, I think, I for sure think that the father is super important to the family structure. I also think that the mother and the father are equally important to the family structure. That's my take on this situation, right? Without like, how does a father, and I think I brought this topic up before. Nobody like Pisces coach, a couple of y'all not new to this. Like we spoke about this before, but like as a single father or as a single mother, even how do you navigate raising your child and still having like, because you're gonna have to have some type of relationship with the other parent. How do you navigate that? Like some people go through some shit. Like I've have people come to me for advice because they're going through things with their child's mother or with their child's father, and they ask for a male's point of view on certain things. They ask for a father's point of view. They know, some people know my experience. I'm like, I'm not hesitant to tell. You know what I mean? Like I'm a married man, and I have kids with 3 different women. So like I've been in relationships, and I've been in long term relationships, like 10 plus years. I've been married now, like I said, going on 10 years. So I have done long term relationships. I don't mind giving advice or giving my testimony on certain things I did, but like when it comes to how do you navigate, like 'cause that would be a common question. How do you navigate, bro? How do you deal with your baby mom? Like this is how the question will be posed to me. Yo, bro, how you deal with your baby moms? Yo, my baby moms, you already know she a rockhead and she do this and she do that and she do this and she do that. And I'm like, yo, bro. So the first thing I had to learn as a man was self-reflection, bro. And that's gonna be one of the hardest things you're gonna have to deal with. Cause you is anybody is easy and quick to point and say what somebody else did. You gotta sit and self-reflect on what are you doing? Like, what are you bringing positive or negative to this situation? You gotta self-reflect. And if you able to do that and biasly self-reflect and judge yourself, like without bias, rather, like then that's what that will show true maturity to me. And when you can look at your own fault, you can look at the mirror and say, yo, this is what I'll be fucking up. I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. And then when you actually make attempts to change that shit, that'll make you better. You know what I'm saying? People will see that. Some things don't have to be said neither. Like you already know, the term is action speaks louder than words. So if you showing maturity, people don't, it's nothing really to be said about certain things. Like that's real. But I need to hear from y'all. I'm like, it's kind of quiet. Oh shit, I'm fucking up. My bad. See, this is where it be happening. I did this to a live before. I touched it or whatever the screen, and it got stuck, and I thought nobody was responding. And then here it is. It's 1,000 freaking comments down there. All right, let me get to it. Hold on, let me take a sip of this. I got, all right. Bird and Boo said shit. Wow. And then Mr. Mulatto said roll. Roll with the ups and downs. Sometimes you can roll with the ups and downs, bro. Sometimes you can't. T the Great said, hopefully by keeping the peace and putting the children well-being first. So that's pretty much what I was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? The common denominator is the kids. Like, if you could come to that agreement, then y'all could keep moving. Like, that's the best way to look at the situation. Uh Damo said, yeah, switched it up and stopped using BM2. I saw that the mother of my child. And you're right, bro. Like you gotta change our wordings because words affect our kids. So I don't even want to say it wasn't even nothing crazy, but it's just a term that I use in my hood. I wound up having that as my baby mom's contact name. My daughter seen that shit. She never forget me for that shit. And it wasn't even nothing three. I'm gonna tell you what it was. It wasn't even nothing crazy. I put bug number 3. So I got, like I said, I got kids with 3 women. I had them all as bug 1, bug 2, bug 3. I was completely wrong for that shit. I seen how I was wrong. And I didn't really completely see where I was wrong until I seen how hurt my daughter was. You know what I'm saying? So it takes shit to make you mature. Like it takes certain shit. And unfortunately, it took me hurting my daughter's feelings for me to mature in that situation. I wish I would have caught that shit before she caught that shit. Damo hold on. Coach said it requires maturity on both sides. So Omar said, don't feel bad. I'm trying to work on saying my child's mother and not my baby mama. I'm saying it's going to take time, bro. Like I said, nothing happens overnight. It's all about maturity. T said, mother of my children. Structure was put into place. You already know. I gotta start. You gotta, and it comes. Like I said, it comes from within. You gotta start working on yourself first. Omar said it's easier said than done, especially when the child's mother ain't willing to cooperate with you and hold resentment against you for something petty and stupid and shit, for some petty stupid shit. Now you absolutely right, and that comes with what I was saying. Oh, like you got to be able to look into yourself. You know what I'm saying, and then it's always easier to have the finger pointed or you pointing the finger. You know what I'm saying? So, like in certain situations, you're gonna have to walk away. You're gonna just have to let somebody air themselves, air whatever the fuck they feel like they airing out. Because at this time, they're not mature enough to understand that it's bigger than all of this words, because they only saying words just to hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's bigger than hurting each other's feelings. Um, T said it's hard, but you still gotta hold your head and keep fighting for the child, and that's a fact. O said one word that a lot of people don't know the meaning to is boundaries. I want you to elaborate on that, O, because I kind of got a feeling on what you mean about that, but I want you to elaborate. Tita Grace said, as a woman, I don't know why some of them are like that. Those are two separate relationships. She can feel how she wants, but she needs to feel that way when the child is gone with the father. So now I'm gonna tell you another thing, T, and I'm pretty sure you heard these, or you might even know somebody who went through this. Some females, excuse me, y'all, they withheld visitations from the father. What is the point in that? Like, what is the point in that? Like, what is the point in not having your child being raised by the person who gave them life? Y'all both gave them life. You raising them. Why the father can't raise them? Why you not? Why are you withholding this? And in some cases women just don't think about the decisions they make, I guess. But in some cases they look in and they do it as a they trying to hurt the father, and they intentionally trying to hurt the father because they know the father's trying to be a father. You know what I mean? I want to touch on something else, but I want to get to the bottom of the chat so I don't get like y'all talking to me and I don't want to miss what y'all talking about. Damo said, right. Bird said the phone died. We at Coach said the chat is moving. I know, babe. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Bird said my son's mom is like that. Hold on. Because I know my son about to say some real colorful shit. My son mom is a little what? My son's mom is like a title bout of UFC beef. My daughter's mom, we're at the point of not having to really deal with each other. She just deal with her daughter direct. So I used to do that. You already know when it came down to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to deal with her moms. So I just dealt with my daughter direct. Once she got a phone and all that shit, I dealt directly with her. Um, that wasn't the mature thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain situations that come up that you will have to deal with, and it's gonna take the both of y'all. Yeah, bug 3. You know what I'm saying? They was bug 1 through 3, bro. T the Gray says, see him. Hold on, T, what you mean see him? And then Bird said, my son mom is a sticky situation. She tries to pull stunts without me seeing my boy. So we got to play hardball. You already know your situation is kind of like how my situation started out. So that's why me and you know what I'm saying, we in this shit together. Pause. But she know we got that shit. I don't want to get all personal with your shit, but we got that shit. Like in your situation, you definitely have to go through the legal measures. You know what I'm saying? And there's just no way around that. The same way I had to go through my situation. You gotta go through legal measures. Like that's just what it takes. Omar said, some people don't know the meaning of the word boundaries, meaning They were never given or taught proper boundaries or always tested them. So you're absolutely right. And you have people that were, you know what I mean? Some people were raised what they call spoiled. So they always pretty much got their way. So they think as adults they should get their way too. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? But then as an adult, you should also be able to be talked to rationally. You know what I'm saying? And if I can't talk to you rationally, I don't need to talk to you. Like that's for real. And if we in a situation to where we got a child, like I'm gonna be honest with you. If I can't talk to you rationally, then we not gonna be able to co-parent rationally. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not gonna happen. So in that case, that's when those legal situations come in, where you got to go the legal route. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you do what you got to do as a father or a mother. Like in those situations, Omar said so. They don't know how to handle those either. He said, I feel like it usually happens when the people who have controlling behavior. So that's another thing. Some people do have controlling behaviors like that, narcissistic or that they just, whatever they say is automatically right. Sometimes people are like that, bro. You got to realize that from the jump. And you don't want to, honestly, and I'm just being real, like, you don't want to waste too much of your life on someone who's not willing to change for the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only got one life. So you giving somebody years of your life and they're not even willing to work with you. You're supposed to be partners. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the stock is your kid. You know what I'm saying? You want your stock to be the best stock in the world. You want it to take off. So if they're not on the same page as you, don't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can always take care of your kid. Like you can always do what you have to do as a parent. If you can't do that shit together as co-parent, then you just do your job. That's all you can do. Bird said, "Copy slime." You already know. You know how we give it up, boy. T the Gray said, "You missed my previous comment." What you said, T? Hold on, T. I got you. See him. T said, "Oh, my fault, T. That shit was a whole paragraph." T said, "My mom raised us alone, but she never spoke on my fault." Hold on, I got to read this slow because this is a testimony of somebody who about to tell me they was raised by their moms and they never spoke ill of their father, and that's gangster. Let's go. My mom raised us alone, but she never spoke on my father. He was absent, but she kept her feelings to herself. She maybe spoke around her friends, but not around us. I'm thankful because it allowed me to see him. Got you. So that was super dope of your moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was very mature of your moms, regardless of what was going on with your pops or what was going on with her and your pops relationship. She did not take that out on your relationship as a father and a daughter, and that's dope. My guy BD in the building was really good, bro. He said what's going on to everybody. But that's real dope, and those are the type of females that I appreciate, like my wife. Like my wife she was married previous to me, her first marriage. I'm her second marriage. Excuse me. And she had a child. I'm not even gonna get into the whole situation of her child, but her marriage wasn't the best marriage. She'll tell you she wound up becoming divorced. Matter of fact, they didn't get divorced until I came into the picture because I wasn't playing that shit. You already know. Like we're not gonna be together and this motherfucker's still in the closet somewhere or still lingering around. Like we gonna get rid of this motherfucker. But at the end of the day is like when you don't love someone or when the relationship, not even when you don't love someone, when the relationship ain't working out parental wise, you got to get out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife knew that. Like she knew that. And her husband at the time was older than her. So you would think coming into the relationship as a younger person that this person might know a little more. They might know what's best. It comes out you the smarter person as the younger person. So now you were so smart that you knew you had to get the fuck out of Dodge. And you did that. And when you doing that, you wind up meeting the love of your life. You know what I'm saying? But that's what comes with that's what comes with living and learning. You know what I'm saying? So don't get stuck in certain situations thinking like some people like I'm not even gonna lie. Like one of my situations, I definitely love my kid's mother, but I was more or less scared to start over and leave my kids. You know what I mean? Like the family structure, I love like that's my shit. Like I love the family structure. I love being a dad. You know what I'm saying? So I love going to family situations. All of us, everybody fresh. Like that's my shit. Like So for me to think about starting over, even though I'm going through something with their moms, that shit kind of scared me. So that would keep me complacent and just trying to work around shit that I know I'm not gonna be able to work around, or certain things that's not changing. Sometimes you just gotta get the fuck out. Omar said, and when you stand your ground and show them who wears the crown, aka maturity, they definitely don't know how to handle it either. So, and that's another thing, bro. When somebody sees what's real, you know what I mean? Like they have a problem with that, especially like we would quote unquote, let's label it like the narcissists or the people who always think they're right, right? Um, they'll see the other side to somebody, like they'll see the point to somebody else's argument, and they'll see where they're wrong. But just off the fact that they don't want to admit being wrong, they're gonna continue to fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you give up. Like like why lose oxygen in that situation? You need the oxygen for your body, so don't waste that shit arguing with them, and they know they were fucking wrong. Coach said, nope, they just old and dumb. Coach be going hard. They just old and dumb. Sometimes they just want to be in control. See, same thing. So let them be in control by themselves. Like talk to yourself. Argue with yourself. Uh, T said, I think me and Coach were married to twin brothers. T said, Coach laughed, and Coach said, the idiot twins, LOL. T said, that's why it's important for you to try to get to know the person before having children, or at least multiple children. So, and I spoke about that in one of my lives before too, T. Sometimes you don't get the Carfax on the person that you just had fun with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all just crossed each other paths. The situation and the vibe was right, and y'all linked up. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all in this situation. I can understand what you mean, what you say when you say multiple kids, but that first initial kid could have came off a good vibe, good situation, nice drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like not even no drink, nice drinks, but it could have just been the vibe could have been great, and you could have just been feeling that person at the time, and it led to you having a kid with this person. Omar said, "Yeah, even though it sounds rough, I'm now realizing as well too. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for yourself and for your kids at the end of the day. I'm just keeping it real. And you do. And that's pretty much all you can do, brother. Like, the only person you can take care is you and your kid. And that was another thing I want to touch on with that, like, foundation. I mentioned that before. Like, you got to strengthen, you got to make sure your foundation is strong so you could build upon that. People can't help people, and I tell that to my dad. Like my dad is a very nurturing dude. He's retired right now. He did like 35 years as an MTA bus driver. You know what I'm saying? My dad been working all his life. Like my dad was a shoe salesman. It's not one day I never seen my dad go to work since I've been born, and I'm 45 years old. Like that's why I got the work ethic that I have. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? My dad was transitioning from like he was transitioning into his retirement, and he was transitioning from New York to Jersey. So he was staying with me for a while. While he was staying with me, he's helping so many people. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, like I just said, he retired. So he don't got no money like that. He got whatever little money he getting from his pension, or he getting whatever he getting from Social Security. I don't even know what the income was at the time, but I just know it wasn't a lot. And he was helping everyone, like helping everyone. And I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, Pop, like, I need you to get the hell out of my house, bro. Like, I don't really need you to get the hell out of my house, but I know you more or less want your own spot. You're not gonna get that helping everybody. Like, you gotta build your own foundation first. And it was nothing. It took him 2 to 3 months to get his own, like, to get his own apartment, but he wouldn't have did that if he would have stayed on the route he was. Like, just helping motherfuckers, like helping people, helping my brothers, helping me. Well, I ain't really need help, but helping my brothers, helping other people that he knew, like helping friends, shit like that. I'm like, yo, Pop, you can help these people. Get your foundation first. You know what I mean? You stronger when you got your own bat cave. And I always use the bat cave like as a reference, because that's the only place you could go to recharge and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So you could be ready for the battle for the next day. And he wound up doing that. And now, listen, he come to my house just for football Sundays. Like he good like a mug. Uh Am I behind? Nope. T said, or if they already have a child, look at how they treat their kid's father. So I never really got no mistreatment from my kids' mothers. The only thing, like I said, was my oldest child. Her mother up and moved all the way to Massachusetts without telling me, and took my daughter. And the most fucked up part about that was I was going to, so I had just set, we just went through the whole course. Like I told you, you got to go through course. So we just went through the whole course situation. We just established the visits, the scheduled visits and all that, and you just up and move, and you move to fucking Massachusetts with my daughter. So now the week I have to pick up my daughter because she stays with me on weekends. She's supposed to stay with me Friday to like Sunday or Friday to like Monday. This is Wednesday, and when I call my baby and I tell my baby, I'm like, "Yo, babe, I'll be up there Friday to pick you up." The okay, Dad. The way she said that shit dragged so long. I already knew something was up. So I'm like, "Yo, babe, what's up?" Like, nothing. And this is her mom telling her not to tell me that they done moved to a whole nother state. Like a whole nother state. So if it wasn't for my mother, she wound up finding out because like I said, my daughter used to go to my mom's house or whatever for she used to go visit my mom's. However, my mom found out that they were leaving. My mom hit me with that info ASAP. Like ASAP. And I really didn't believe it because I was like, at first, like I said, young and dumb. I'm thinking this chick ain't got the nerve to take my kid. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. She don't got the nerve to take not my kid and just move and all this other shit. Yes, they do, bro. Not only did she have the nerve, but she had all rights as the custodial parent. And these are things that you'll learn once you go through the system. Like once you go through the judicial system, you will learn the ins and outs of being a custodial and non-custodial parent. Like real shit. Let me get back to the chat real quick. All right. T said some people need to help themselves. I'm a woman. My mom taught us to go get it. I used to buy cars from the auction and resell them. I was selling a car. Wait, I was selling a car. Guys was laughing because I'm a lady. Listen, and I don't know what the fuck they was laughing at because you was getting that chicken, and they probably was laughing because they was like, "Damn, why we ain't think about that shit?" That's usually how guys. Some guys are. I ain't gonna lie. Like some guys would be like they see somebody or they see a female doing something and they like and being successful at it. They half-ass jelly like, damn, and they try to make fun of the shit. Like, no, you wish you thought of it first. That's really what it was. T said he expected me a man and not to know about cars. See, that was his downfall. Bird said, bro, what happened? What I said that got you going. Omar said, on a side note, about those underdeveloped and immature people, they are so draining. You know what I mean. I definitely know what you mean, bro. I don't mean to sound, wait, what he said? I don't mean to sound mean when I call those people that, but hey, it's just a realistic way to put it. And I hear you, bro. And that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can hate on you on your opinion. You only can give your opinion off of what you experienced. And if you experience somebody being mean and you know what I mean, the characteristics that you describe, that's your opinion, bro. Like I'm just sad that females do that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? We could do better or not. And bro, matter of fact, like I said, this is not a biased channel. So men do that shit too, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm guilty of that. So like my oldest son, I have full custody of AJ. And his mother did something to me at one point that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? And it was to the point to where the judge said this, so I repeated this shit like with every breath anytime I could. The judge told me that I had full custodial rights over my son, right? He also goes, she couldn't take a picture of your son without your permission. Once he said that, I flew with that shit. Like I flew. Anything I said to her, I'm like, what? You can't even take a picture without my. So I was guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was definitely guilty of that. Don't just be females who be withholding. And I ain't really withhold him. I was not driving him. Like, we lived in different states. So I lived in New Jersey. She lived in New York. So I definitely made her take that trip. Instead of me driving and dropping him off, I made her take that trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing that. Bird said custodial versus non-custodial. I use my non-custodial rights to the fullest though. Bro, you got to. Like, you got to. Like, you gotta use all your rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you use all your rights. Hold on. I just saw your I saw your comment. I'm gonna read it out loud, but I'm gonna get them for you right now though. T said, Coach, get BFF reading glasses. Boom! I'm about to break the Malcolms out on y'all right now. Here you go. You absolutely right. All right. See, I ain't even got to lean in now. She said he has 2 pair. LOL. Ha 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 ha. Here you go. Here go one. Here go one. But yeah. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of non-custodial and custodial. It's 2 different things, bro. And you got to push for all of your If you're a non-custodial parent, you gotta fight for all your rights, bro. Like, all of them. Because what they don't tell you, they're not gonna give you no handbook on it. And they're not gonna tell you, oh yeah, the custodial parent, they could just up and leave and do whatever the hell they want. Like, at any point, not really do whatever the hell they want. But with the child, they can up and leave the state. They don't gotta tell you nothing. Like nothing. Like nothing. It's crazy. And when you find that out, I think it's harder finding out information last minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's on anything. Like, finding anything out last minute is devastating, but finding out that a person could just take your kid and leave without your say so, that'll have you on another level. That should have me on another level. And that's what actually made me do my research. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your research, because I ain't really want to go to jail. I'll do nobody no good in jail. And I'm be going to jail just because of my ignorance and me being mad for nothing and not taking the time to do my research like I did. Coach said, there you go. T Star laughing. Bird said, not if they need the passport signed. Now that's a fact. I'm gonna give y'all another quick story. I get my kids' passports. Like I said, I got married in Jamaica. Hence my advocacy. My kids wouldn't be able to leave the country if it wasn't for me initiating that situation. You know what I'm saying? So now you already know passports have to be renewed. My their mother took them on a cruise. I forget wherever the hell they went. They went on some type of cruise, but I know my son was of age to get his passport, renewed on his own. My daughter, she's 16. So I had to sign that paper. Ask coach. Initially, when we first brought passports into the situation, and it was on behalf of our wedding. Like, we're going to Jamaica for our wedding. That lady did not want to sign these passport the paperwork until the very last minute, the last minute, and it was cool because she did it and she knew it was important to her kids. She seen the importance of going out of the country in her kids' faces, so she did that. When it came time to renew my daughter shit, like, nothing. Like, she came to my job, she hit me with a text, yo, Lele's passport needs to be renewed. I need you to sign this paper, bring it to my job. I thought about it in my head, like, to play, but why? Especially not at this point. Like, right now, I don't have no beef with her. We ain't got no type of nothing. But I just was like, now the ball's in my court. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a total different situation. And it kind of made me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all on my channel. It made me feel proud to be the mature person in that situation. Like, I ain't even mad at that. Like, bring that paperwork through, I'm gonna sign it, she out of here. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get situations to where you actually get to be the mature one and you keep that shit in the file cabinet. Like, know what I mean? Like, You ain't gotta boast about your shit. Omar said those people can be toxic too, especially if they don't know how to keep their emotions in check. So it's like you're in a relationship or trying to work with or reason with the little child. So I get it. Oh, you pissed. Like whoever you mad at right now, you airing them out in these comments right now. And I get it, bro. But I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not even mad at you because this is a good therapeutic way for you to get your feelings out without saying it to them. Because you saying it to them is only gonna cause another situation. So you getting all of this out right now. Go ahead, do it. Like, do your thing, bro. Air it all the way out. Like, just don't go too crazy. If you use the B word, put the little emojis or some shit behind that shit. Like, just don't go too nuts. But I get it. Like I said, like, use this as a therapeutic outlet, you know what I'm saying, to get that shit off your chest. Because that's another thing about my channel, bro. Like, men, we don't have no real outlets. You know what I'm saying? What's our outlet? Like, where can we go? Hence the foundation. Where can we go to actually women, or I ain't even gonna say women, but some what's the phrase? They wanna people say, I just wanna go out and scream or yell, or sometimes I just need a good cry. As a man not gonna come and tell you, yo, I need a good cry. But I definitely need to, you know what I'm saying, decompress. Like, and I need somewhere to decompress. And that's where that foundation come from. You gotta have a foundation, man. Like, it'll be hard for you to be able to maneuver when you live in, or if you don't have your own. You know what I'm saying? You definitely need your own. And as a father, you're gonna need your own too, because you're gonna need somewhere for your kids to go. Like, or your child or your children or whatever the case may be. But foundation is super, super key. That's the key. That is definitely the key. But yeah, that's where we at with it with the I mean, I don't really know if I even answered the question on how to navigate as a single father the relationship with your child's mom. But I just, like I said, I just gave my experiences, some of the things I experienced. And like I said, it's going to take a lot of maturing. Like, once you mature both on both sides, it'll make it easier. And it'll probably come with age. T the Gray said, what's the point in being petty? But T, I'm gonna keep it 1,010 with you. I didn't learn that until I got older. I was actually proud of my petty. Like, for real. Like, you ask coach. Like, I was proud of my petty. Like, when people be like, yo, you an asshole. Like, no, bro. Like, oh no, when people say that they're an asshole, I'm like, no. Like, you don't even know the extent of being a real asshole. Like, I could be a real asshole on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud of that shit. But then you had to learn, like you said, what's the purpose of being petty? Just that bug 1 shit, that shit devastated my daughter. She was pissed. She didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks. I think that shit costed me a pair of Jordans or some shit like that. I had to buy something. Like, I had to get her something at least just to get her to talk to me. And she was pissed. And I totally get it. And I respect that. Like, she felt like I disrespected her mom by labeling her that in my phone. And I totally get it. So I'm like, I had to learn from those situations. Like, being petty don't really get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't just get you. It just gets you more petty reactions or responses and shit. And now you in a petty off. You're trying to see who could be the pettiest. Omar said, I'm with Nala right now. She said, hi Al. What up, Nala? Tell Nala she gotta find your daddy emoji. Find this emoji in your daddy phone and put that in the screen. And put that in the comments. Find the no, your daddy Spanish. So put the Spanish fist up. But yeah, like, and that's important time, bro. Like, daddy daughter time is super important. I got so much footage of me and my daughter doing shit. It's crazy. My man Bird and Boots, he a girl dad. He tell you what it is. He got his daughter right now. His daughter the same age as my daughter. Like, they in high school, scaring the shit out of us, growing up and shit. The shit get real. Bird said, I could never let Oh, what are you about to say? He said, I can never let Paige see what I have. Her mom's labeled in my phone as. I don't even want to know what you got her mom's labeled in her phone as, bro. Like I said, you a colorful dude. Omar said, also, why is it those people always feel challenged when you keep it real with them and tell them what it is? I told you what it is, bro. Like they don't want to. No one wants to hear about themselves, right? Especially not a narcissist, because they always feel like they right. So now, if you go to tell them about themselves, are you crazy? You just committed the biggest sin in their fucking narcissistic Bible. You don't ever tell me about myself. Oh shit, he just punched this dude in the face. That was crazy. My fault, y'all. I still got the game on quiet, so I just saw a player get punched in the face on the field. That was crazy. But yeah, they don't want to hear nothing about themselves, bro. So they will never receive that as something valid. They'll never take that in. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a shot. Anything you say or you point out that they do, it's a shot. You just shot at me. You talking about you pointing my shit out. Now they gotta get defensive in defensive mode. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of people, like I said, you really can't really waste your breath on them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's pointless. Like it's kind of pointless. Babe, I have grown. What, my beard? My beard grown. You see how gray it is and shit. I have grown a little bit. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie, babe. Like I love my kids, and that's what it'll come down to. Hopefully, fathers that, you know what I'm saying, if you have kids, it don't take you too long to realize that. Sometimes it take guys too long to realize that, and they lose relationships with their kids. I'm not trying to be one of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never want to lose a relationship with my kids. So it's more important for me to have a relationship with them. If that means I gotta feel like, however, with their moms, just to have a cohabitating or co-parenting relationship with them, then you just do that. You know what I'm saying? What's the bigger picture? Like what means more to you? And that's what it's all about. Omar said, Nala said, you're a nice man. Thank you, Nala. You already know. Just for that, I'll make sure your dad has a job. Like he'll keep his job for a long time. He's a good guy. And your dad works hard. Uh but yeah, like these co-parenting relationships are very, very hard. Like very, very hard. And as a young man, you really won't know what to do because you're not experienced. You know what I'm saying? It helps if you did have, you know what I'm saying, if you do have your dad in your life or some type of male figure in your life, it don't even have to be your dad. It could be your uncle. You know what I'm saying? It could be your coach. Anybody, any positive figure that you feel that you could go to and ask. You know what I'm saying? Those are the BFFs. Like they don't necessarily have to be your blood father or your biological dad. Just somebody who played that role you look up to. That's a BFF. Uh, she said yay. She said yay. Yeah, that's cool. All right. How long I been on here? I didn't want to be that. Well, I was going to be like an hour. Yeah, hour. Yeah, I've been on here an hour and all that. I definitely want to. Let me hold on. I'm getting all kind of fantasy football alerts, touchdowns, and everything. But before I get off here, I just want to get back to, like I said, we trying to help. Hold on, let me zip it up so it can look united. We trying to help JA out here. We trying to help not only JA, we trying to help Cuba, and we trying to help Haiti. But the relief that we are actually promoting right now is going to Jamaica. So, like I said, please look into the, what is it? What's the title called again, babe? Shit. It's called Shit. I don't know. One love. You made it. That's what I'm asking you. I'm doing something else now. One love. Hurricane. Wait. Okay. One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief. All right. Yeah. So look for the One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief. Did I say that right? One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief. Yeah. Hopefully, it's like I said. It's pinned. The link is pinned in here. Some people saying they can't. I
access.
They're saying they can't access the link, but copy the link and then try to do it on your phone or try to do it on the computer. I don't know why it's not letting y'all access it. Yeah, I'm not understanding that.
But if you go to Amazon, they can hear me. If you go to Amazon and you search One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief, the wish list should come up. So either way.
One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief. That's it. One Love Hurricane Melissa Relief. So search that in Amazon and you'll see the wish list pop up. And please help my people out. Please help our family out so they can get back to normal or a little bit of normalcy. You already know. They need it. They need the blessings. They need everything. And like I said, Coach, she put the Cash App. Her Cash App is in the live also.
Because we're gonna need assistance with anybody that can assist with funds
for shipping.
To send that stuff down. It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, that's
so any help, please help us.
Please, yeah, because I know how much it costs to ship a shirt and a hat. So imagine a barrel. I'm gonna have with waters, tissue, chargers, clothes, like all that shit. Like they need everything. So please help. Like,
the supermarkets are closed. There's only 2 supermarkets open in Montego Bay. They have a gas shortage.
They have gas shortage.
So everything. Just imagine you lose your house, you lose everything. You can't go to the store to replenish. So women, we know once a month.
Right.
What comes?
I got all of that on there. That's all in the wish list, yo.
They don't have anything. Pampers, wipes, soap, toothpaste.
Yeah, toothpaste. The little luxuries that we take for granted. Like they need those are necessities right now for them. So let's do what we can for them. Let's keep them in our prayers, you know what I mean? And you already know, like, take care of the ones we love, even if you don't know them.
We're all one.
We all one. One love. One love. But y'all already know. It was good to be back. I did my little live. I haven't been live in a while.
You gonna put the gym clothes on and come with me real quick?
You going to the gym?
Right now. I gotta hurry up.
Oh, man. I don't think I'll be able to make it. Should I go to the gym?
You better get dressed in like 5 minutes.
The gym about to close. Yeah, you gotta catch it. It's gonna close in like you only going for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm doing 30 minutes.
I work out in my gym upstairs.
Okay.
Y'all know me. I ain't gonna skip leg day. I'm still gonna do me.
You need strong legs.
Look, man, I need strong legs. I knew the back was coming. I knew it was coming. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being here. You already know I will be back live at 5 next week. Y'all know how I do. This is Al B. This is BFF. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'll see y'all on the next one.